Good evening, everybody. This is Kim. I thought today I would show you a really kind of inexpensive meal to make for your family. Many areas right now, they're having some meat shortages, and my area is no exception. So I wanted to show how to take one chicken breast and make enough to feed a family. Now, there's 3 adults here. 2 of them are men and are a little larger eaters, and myself. And with this here, I bet you I have enough left over for at least 1 or 2 lunches tomorrow for one of us anyway, 1 or 2 of us. So it starts with 1 chicken breast that has been chopped into small cubes. So these are a little bit big. You can go smaller if you want. To that chicken, I added, I call it my equal parts mix. It is equal parts soy sauce, and so let's say 4 tablespoons soy sauce, 4 tablespoons vinegar, 4 tablespoons oil, and then I put between 2 and 4 tablespoons of sugar. Depends on how you like it. I happen to like mine a little bit on the tart side, not on the sweet side. So I add those, and then I add 4 tablespoons of water, and it makes a marinade. I marinated my chicken now for about an hour. Then I added 1/2 of a large onion chopped up in here. You can see some of the little pieces here. And then I took a 1/2 pack of, or a 1/2 pint of mushrooms, and I chopped those up. I also added a little garlic powder and some ginger, and that's to taste, salt and pepper. Usually you don't need a lot of salt because of the soy. Anyway, that makes a marinade. I let my chicken marinate, and then I just added my mushrooms and the onions because I don't like those really, I don't want it all taste the same. I want to taste a little bit of the mushrooms separate from the chicken. Now in my Instant Pot, I have 1 cup of rice with 2 cups of water, because it's not the instant stuff, it's the long cooked rice. I have that cooking as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to warm up my skillet, and I'm going to cook this until the chicken's done. And once that's done and my rice is done, I mix it all together. Basically, that's it. Now, if I had them, I would add bean sprouts to this. You could add chopped up vegetables, whatever you like. I like to make this as a lettuce wrap for myself. I put it in a great big leaf of lettuce. As you know, I have my hydroponic lettuce. I'm going to use that for dinner. The guys like it in a tortilla, and then you could serve some veggies on the side. But this takes 1 chicken breast and makes it enough that all of us are going to have a really filling meal. So I wanted to pass this on to you. So right now I'm going to get this in the skillet. I'm going to fry it up, and once my rice is done and this is cooked, I'll show you what it looks like. I wanted to show you this. This is a 10-inch skillet here. So what I did was that chicken breast now has become a full skillet full of meat, what looks to be meat. It wasn't a tiny chicken breast. I would say it probably weighed about 8 ounces. It was much, so it would be what a lot of people would eat, 1 whole breast for their own dinner. I would say if your breasts are a little bit smaller, you might want to use, 1.5 or something like that. But it's going to cook up. Once you add that rice to it, sorry, that's my Instant Pot telling me it's done. So I'm going to cook this up. Like I said, I'm going to add my rice to it once the chicken is mostly cooked through. I like to get it so it's just about done, and then I meld it together with the rice so it all mixes together. The sauce combines, and it makes a really nice, cohesive meal. If it's not enough sauce, you can add a little bit of water at the end, and it'll draw some of that sauce out of the meat and add it into your rice. So anyway, it's a very quick, simple dish that you can make. You put it in lettuce wraps or into a tortilla, and you'll have a great big dinner with a salad or veggies on the side. Okay, my chicken, mushrooms, and onions have been cooking, for probably about 4 minutes, just long enough for me to chop up some broccoli to go with dinner. So they're not quite completely cooked. I would say it probably takes, 7 or 8 minutes total. So I'm going to take some of my rice that I cooked, and I'm going to add it until I feel that, it's balanced enough in there. I have plenty left over if I want to add more. If you think it needs more, if you wanted to make it a full meal without having to put it in a wrap, kind of like one of those, helper type meals, you could add more rice to it that way. But this way, it's just going to flavor the rice a little bit. It's going to stretch the meat just a little bit further, and it will absorb that marinade that we made and just make it go a little bit further. And it'll be really delicious. Now, I could serve this on the rice if you want to do that. You could make it into a stir fry if you wanted to add a bunch of vegetables to it. If it was just me, I would probably do that, but my brother doesn't eat many vegetables. He'll eat the mushrooms and the onions. That's one of the reasons why I use them. But he won't eat, like I would put pea pods and maybe some grated carrots, maybe some cabbage. I think it would make a delicious stir-fry meal, but, I got to kind of think of all of us. So I'm just going to serve my veggies on the side. And I can mix it together if I want to later, but this is pretty much it. This is your basic, one decent-sized chicken breast will easily feed 4 to 6 servings here. Of course, if you're really in a situation where things are tight, you could definitely add, I would add more veggies on the side. You could double the rice in it. This is about half of that rice. I think it was a good 1 cup cooked rice that I added to it. Oh, sorry. All right, there it is. As you can see, it's pretty steaming hot. I have my hydroponic lettuce here. I'm making lettuce wraps. I have a little extra. Some of my leaves are a little bit on the small side, but if I'm still hungry, I'll go grab a couple more, or I'll just take the extra and put it over the rice. I have a side of broccoli, and not bad for only having 1 chicken breast for dinner. Let me show you what's left after I took what I had. That's a big pan there. I think that's, that's a pretty substantial amount of food. The guys will put theirs on tortillas. They can add some lettuce to it. They can add the broccoli into it if they want, or have it on the side. Can add extra rice if it's not stretching far enough. But this is a great budget meal. I hope you try it. Let me know if you do, and have a wonderful evening.